I started cutting hair as a kid for fun, and I was working a part-time job one day, and I was talking to my boss, and I told him, I was like, "Hey man, I gotta get off work early today. I got a bunch of haircuts to do tonight." And he's like, "Well, why are you even here? Why don't you just go to beauty school?" I was like, "You're right. I'll do that." He really kind of pushed me a little bit, and you don't expect that from like a fast food manager. But he was like, "Go." Basically, his thing was, "Don't end up like me." Yeah, went to beauty school, met my wife. I kind of picked my beauty school based off of her because I was like thinking about going to beauty school. And I know she went, so I hit her up on Facebook. Facebook was like, "Hey, which school should I go to?" She's like, "Well, I really like my school." And I was like, "Yeah, I really like you, so I'm gonna go to your school." I grew up in a really conservative Christian home. Tattoos and piercings were never talked about. I was always discouraged from getting piercings and tattoos. I turned 18 and I got my first piercing. I got my little cartilage pierced here. And then my previous wife, she did not like any of that. She was not into, heavy music like I was, still am. She wasn't into tattoos. She didn't like big stretched ears. She thought it was weird. And, it sucked. It sucked for a really long time. I felt stuck. I felt like I couldn't be who I wanted to be. I felt like I couldn't express myself, in the ways I wanted to, permanently. And one of many things that ended up dissolving that relationship. But my current wife, Sydney, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She tells me, she constantly builds me up every day. She's like, "I like your face the way it is. Don't do too much, but it's your body. Do what you will. I'm gonna love you for who you are." And I think it's amazing. We support each other a lot in that sense. When a lot of times, growing up, especially for me, like it's important for me to have a good support system, because as a kid growing up, I didn't get any support in what I wanted to do. The very first thing I look at when I meet you is your hair, and if it looks good, I like you. If it doesn't, I probably don't like you, and I'll tell you to go fix your hair. It's like if you look at someone's shoes. You can look at someone's shoes and you can tell a lot by the person. I don't know if it's so much as the person doesn't care, as much as it is their barber doesn't care. Their barber doesn't take the time to get to know who they are. Their barber doesn't ask the questions to understand the type of lifestyle they live and the type of haircut that's going to benefit them the most in that lifestyle. I work in a barber shop, but that chair's my business. You sit down on my chair, don't know me, 30 minutes later we'll go have a beer. That's my goal. To be able to get someone open enough and willing to just talk. Because you got to talk about your problems. You can't just let it fly. And I'm a barber. I'm like, it's a $29 counseling session with a free haircut.